Keith Mills. We've had all kinds of Baltimore Sports Talks people. This year, I'm excited to introduce Gary Stein from Stein on Sports. He's on WBAL in the morning, CBM, CBS Sports. He's the voice of Stevenson football. He's been in Maryland sports for 30 years. He's the voice of the Blast. Him and I do Stevenson football together, play-by-play. My man knows football, so let's welcome Gary up here and say a few words.
Guys, thank you so much. I just want to say this, Scott, you did a great job of talking about the Baltimore Touchdown Club and the history. Reggie, of course, you did a great job as far as the coaches are concerned. I just want to toss in my 2 cents about how important high school football is in general, but in Baltimore in particular. I moved here about 35 years ago, and when somebody asked me where I went to school, I thought they meant college. Like where'd you go to college? Like, that's a normal thing. But I quickly learned that in Baltimore, in the Baltimore area, when somebody asks you where you went to school, they want to know where you went to high school. And that's important. And so when you play high school football in Baltimore, that's important. And you guys play it, and so I know you know that, but later on in life, you'll figure out that it's even more important than you thought it was. So cherish it. Wear it as a badge of honor, just like Derek Queen said the other night, right? After the Maryland game, when they asked him where he got the confidence to shoot that shot, he said, I think I'm from Baltimore, that's why. That's important. So, Scott, thank you for doing everything you do, and Reggie, but to you guys, just know how important it is, what you do on the field, and how much more important it's going to be to you later on in life, okay? So, without further ado, what I want to do is introduce our guest speaker today, who, by the way, just a few years ago, was sitting right where you guys are. He had dreams just like you guys have, and somehow, some way, he made them come true. He played in the league for 7 years. He went on to the University of Virginia and then played in the league and had a great career. And now he's a successful professional. So I'm going to introduce Darius Jennings in a minute. But before we do that, Doug Duvall, you wanted to come up and also give an award to Darius?
I did. I gave it to the young man that's going to...
He's got it. Okay, he's got it. So basically, he got the rabbit's foot, and Scott said how everybody who's gotten the rabbit's foot won something, did something, right? So Darius, you're going to do something this year, okay? Well, anyway, without further ado, Darius Jennings, our guest speaker from Baltimore, played high school football in Baltimore.
I'm about to go play the numbers right now. Spring 2009, right? I'm a sophomore in Gilman High School, 16, almost, I guess, 16 years to the day almost. I'm in track practice, right? Running 200s is a dog day. My coach put into the side, like, yo, Darius, you should really think about running track in college. Like, you're a fast kid, you have a great future. You can really go D1 in football. You're 5'11", $160. You might be D3 at best. And as a kid, I'm like, this mother, right? But if I had let his words dictate how I move, how I act, if I wasn't sure of myself, a year later, I wouldn't be sitting in y'all's shoes here at this banquet, and then as a senior, I wouldn't have had 30+ offers, 2-time All-State, right? Player of the Year in Maryland. Played like 7 years in the league. Had the pick of the litter, right? All-American talent to play in the country. And I'm not saying that to brag, because that's not even in my blood to do that. But just saying, look, like, there will be obstacles. There will be people who will tell you you're not good enough, right? Tell you you can't make it, but you gotta put the work in and definitely be sure of yourself. And you can't cheat the work. You cannot cheat it. And there will be obstacles, whether it's on the field. I was a freshman, made varsity. By the time we got to our last game of the season, I was starting both ways. Was able to, in the very last game of the season, score the go-ahead touchdown and get the game-sealing pick. 3 months later, had 2 screws put in my leg, was down for 6 months. To this day, the worst injuries I've had, probably the size of a quarter, broke off my femur. And it was so bad that they took a piece of my cartilage, stored it in the lab, so the doctor thought I would need surgery again. And if I did, they can use my own tissue instead of someone else's. In college, sophomore year of college, stress fracture in my back. Junior year, broken hand, first game. Senior year, I'm wearing a boot to class every single day and practicing. I'm getting shot up in the ass, excuse my language. You know, just to make it. But when you want something, when you love something, you find a way. Sometimes in the classroom, there's going to be obstacles. My sophomore year in college, I had a goal, I had a vision, and a dream. I wanted to graduate 3.5 years. Came in, was a plan, was trying to do everything in the world. Got my first F, was put on warning. If I had failed another class, I am out of the University of Virginia, right? But it's like time to buckle down, say, look, we came here for a goal, a purpose, a mission. Was definitely fortunate enough to finish in 3.5 so that last semester I can just focus on football, trying to make it to the league, right? I get to the league, was a top 100 player in high school, go completely undrafted. A guy calls me and said, hey, you can try out for the Cleveland Browns. There are 50 of you coming in, you only got 8 contracts, what are you gonna do? If I had listened to my coach back in 2009, right? If I had not instilled, if I had not put the work in, if I had not believed in myself, jumped over every hurdle that was put in front of me, I would have not made it that day. And how do you do that? It's when you rely on your core principles, your values. I got 4 of them for you guys. I'm not gonna be long, but I live by this. I stand by this. It has helped me become a better man, a better person, more so than just a better football player. 1, serving leadership, right? When it comes to your team, the freshmen serve the sophomores serve the juniors serve the seniors, and now that you guys about to be seniors, it's your job to serve everyone else, right? Set the foundation, set the blueprint. Make sure you leave what you want to leave behind. Have your name mean something. 2, lead with love. Don't be afraid to tell your partner you love them, yo. Love is the greatest asset in war. When you between those white lines, you trying to win. When you love that man that's standing next to you, you're willing to push the extra mile. When you're doing sprints and you're cheering someone else on, you kind of forget you're tired for real. You know what I'm saying? Because you worry about someone else. That gives you the boost. 3, the honest guy don't lie. Like whether it's on the field, the film tells it all. Do not cheat the process. You can't, because if you cheat it, it's like that's gonna cheat you back. But also treat the same way in the classroom, at home, and the choices you make today are going to affect what you do 15, 20 years, right? When I got to the league, that guy who called me was a Gilman grad. He saw me in high school. When he was a scout for the Browns, I would like sit down, pick his brain, say, hey, like, what can I do to get better? He knew what type of kid I was. I got hurt in college, so it kind of, my draft I went down. He's like, look, I'm gonna give you opportunity. Come here, earn it. And then the rest was on me. My job today, I'm now selling apartment buildings. 2020, I'm in the gym training. I'm back in Baltimore, seeing my family. I'm working out. I run into an old high school teacher. We just chopping it up like this, just being cordial. The next day he calls me, he's like, yo, I want you to talk to my wife. She works for this company called CBRE. It's heard a ton about you over the years, knows your character, knows your work ethic. They're just looking to hire the right people, right? And feel like they can teach you a business. I didn't know 2 shits about real estate. But it was like, you know what? They knew who I was. They saw me when I was 15, 16 years old. Thank God I wasn't, some crazy kid in the hallways. But yo, what you do now, the eyes guy does not lie, and it will catch up to you. And speaking on that, stay off of social media. You don't have to post it to still do it, right? It still happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put it in the world. Your close friends not that close. Really make sure that you're carrying yourselves, because these coaches, these CEOs, parents of your future girlfriend and wives are watching, right? So let's just make sure that we are carrying ourselves accordingly. And then lastly, make every day great on purpose. We have an opportunity to wake up every single morning and decide how we want to act, right? you can attack every single day. Good is not in my vocabulary. Because like when you say it enough, you start to believe it, then you start to feel it, and then it really becomes real. Make every day great on purpose. You can choose that every single morning. And like that's really attacking. Like if we want to be great on the field, make sure you definitely put in the work in. Use your family, friends that are here in this room today. And yeah, man, let's not really get to it again. I like sitting in the same seat 15 years ago. He coached me when I was a 150-pound freshman, running around, still probably faster than everybody in here. Maybe more. I get to it. But yeah, man, again, attack it. We want to be great football players, but we want to be better men. We want to be better sons, better fathers, right? Better husbands, better members of our like city and community. That's like really the goal. Like football will take us so far. NFL stands for not for long. Average career is 3 years, right? So if you make it, Tom Brady played 20. Is a guy who played 2 weeks, right, to get to 3 years. So again, I got to college, 25 guys in my class. Day one, they said, look, by the time you graduate in 4 years, half of you either transfer or fail out. It's 12 left. Out of that 12, 1 or 2, we even have the opportunity to make it to the league, right? And even after you have the opportunity, you still gotta make the roster. And if you make the roster, you gotta make it past 3 years. And it's no secret that pension kicks in after year 4, right? It's a business. They're bringing in guys every single year, trying to take your spot. It's cutthroat. So you guys can like still make it. I played with 5 guys in high school that like went to the league. But let's just make sure we take these talents, these tools, and really using them to be our best selves regardless. Because if you do that, you will make it to the league, and 2, if you don't, you'll be A-okay. And hopefully in like 15 years you'll be up here doing what I'm doing right here. So again, Rip, thank you. Touchdown Club, everybody.
All right, real quick, Gary's coming up to get started, but I'm going to explain the way this works. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to have each player will come up on the stage, stand on this X. We're going to read a short paragraph.